King Blue, what's up?
I'm too old.
So you got to remember, when it comes to calisthenics, and being order, whether you cleaning your room, cleaning your car, cleaning your body, your hair is done, you're cleaning your mind, you're organizing your thoughts. We've been programmed to not understand what the fuck. We don't know how to think. Angelic peace reflection. We don't think. So our minds is full of disorder and disorganization. And that's what the correct knowledge is going to do. The correct knowledge is going to allow you to order your thoughts and harness your thoughts so you utilize them the right way. So that's what spiritual calisthenics is. Good, go clean your house. I bet you feel better afterwards because you're going to be clearing out your mind. You're going to be organizing your mind. That's a good way to redirect certain energy and channel it out so that you're not bottling up certain energy and going through pain and suffering. But with that being said, that brings me to my download for the day, man. So before I start this download, shout out to my 3 as y'all see up to CashApp. This is my CashApp. If y'all want to donate and support Chief, please donate there, directly there, or y'all can send gifts and beans. It don't matter, but this is the best way to do it because it goes directly to the CashApp and we can send it to him. But today what I wanted to talk about is the identity crisis that we are going through on the planet. Nova, what up? Shit, what up? Boss Licious, what up? We are going through an identity crisis on the earth plane. And we got to understand why we're going through an identity crisis. First off, let's understand what identity is. I in front of identity. I. She, them, they, but there is no them, they, she, her, and him. There's only I, right? It's one mind, one self. We are all the universe broken up into fractal pieces of itself, experiencing itself through each other, right? And the I, right? The I will be the heart of the body, like Chi Chi. I, your mind. People talk about the third eye. But there are not 3 eyes. There is no third eye. You don't have a third eye because you don't have 2 eyes. It's an illusion for you to believe you have eyes. But these eyes are actually meant to project reality, your thoughts into existence, to give you your vision. Right? Think about it. How can you have 2 eyes but only 1 vision? Think about that. Actualist, what up? Ziggy, what up? How can you have eyes but only 1 vision? Close this eye, and then you close this eye and look out this eye. It's going to be the same vision. Nothing changes. What make you think that you got 2 eyes and you got 1 vision? That's the illusion. That is the deception that Babylon has programmed us with in our lower self. That allows us to not understand our identity. That allows you to not understand your conscience. Right? So the identity based in misinformation, especially melanated beings. We don't know who we are. We don't have our own last names. We don't have our own family and traditions. We don't have our own culture. We don't have nothing that's attached to us. We live within the mind of our oppressor. Peace to everybody in the room, y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. Inside the mind of our program to do what, right? Go to work, to be an employee, to go to school, to have a family and make kids and send your kids to school and peace undomesticated and send your kids to school so they can be batteries. That's not who they are. Think about it. If you looked into the jungle and you seen a tiger and the tiger cub, do you think that tiger gonna send the cub to school to learn that it's a fucking tiger? It's gonna learn an environment like everybody should be learning. Environment anyway, because the subconscious mind rules 95% of your reality. You feel me? You learn about what's going on through the people, places, and things around you. And guess what? The people, places, and things around you have been programmed by Babylon.
It's always one of those things.
You feel me? By Babylon. Hold on, y'all.
Tell you that you're baby. And you would do anything to get them to the best place that they can.
Feel me? So we've been We don't know who we are. Your last name, not your last name. You not an African American. You not black. You get what I'm saying? You're not a Family Dollar employee. You're not a cashier. And guess what? Within this age of information, within God's imagination, there's going to be a division between God's children and the spawn of the evil one. Those that want to go against God. Those that want to go against nature. And I want to tell you that if you chosen, if you're angelic, you're chosen, and that you're angelic because you don't want to fit in with Babylon. Like, you not with the idea of going to school. You not with the idea of going to fucking work. You not trying to do that. You're not trying to do none of that. Matter of fact, if you're chosen and if you're one of the 144,000, if you're an Allegio, if you're a chosen child of God, you can't even be successful in this system. There's no way that you can be successful in this system because your astrological program has not been set up and programmed for you to have success in this system, in this hell realm. This is where we understand within this identity crisis that we live in three different worlds consciously. Our minds are existing in three different realms, in three different worlds, and I'm gonna get into that. But we first have to understand that we've been programmed with misinformation, y'all. Misinformation, corrupt information. We've been turned to GMOs, genetically modified organisms. How do you modify or genetically modify or organism a cell? We are cells living inside the body of God. You genetically modify an organism by placing it in a wrong environment that gives off the wrong codes, that's sending off the wrong information. We in place in the United States of America. We not in the tropic by the Tropic of Cancer and Capricorn. The sunlight that we're in here is actually in UVA. We need UVB. We're getting UVA to promote cancer. On top of that, this is the most course of the planet. That means that since we're getting artificial sun, we're getting artificial food, we're getting artificial water, artificial oxygen. This is a whole curated, simulated environment designed to keep sleep and unpack who truly we are. And this is where the idea crisis is. This is why you see us going pain, suffering on the planet right now, because we don't know ourselves. That my people destroyed for going against the commandments, the laws. We went against the law. Our money, the grandmothers, right? We have been given to the earth to sustain and till and protect the earth, to sustain our life, our higher self. But look how we treat it. But we only treat our environment like because of the information that we have learned. It's simple. Understand that if you chose, if you angelic, you can't be successful. You do certain things where you might feel like no, it don't work out. For instance, I was in college, nigga. I went to high school, got a high school diploma. You feel me? I was wrestling in college, and it wasn't meant for me to be a Babylon. So universe set up a situation where I got kicked out of school, where I couldn't wrestle no more, and then I started embarking on my spiritual journey. You feel me? So really, knowledge is. If you're not chosen, you're gonna clearly know that you're not chosen because you're gonna be so happy to go to work. You're gonna be so happy to drink on the week. You're gonna be so happy to go be an entertainer. And this is what's gonna distinguish the chosen from those that's meant to be in Babylon. Remember, everything is designed. There are three homes of living. And if you ask the program, you'll see these worlds your consciousness fits into. The first world, which the original world, is nature. Nature. That everything comes from. The artificial matrix that we call Babylon or United States of America has been localized from nature. Everything that you see in reality, from walls, the glass, the rubber, the glass, all of that is nature. All of those are elements from mama. If you have certain astrological placements, sextile, conjunction. You don't have a lot of malefic in your chart. 9 times out of 10, your program fit perfectly with nature. Now, the second world that we have is Babylon, right? People here want to be interested in basketball, play football stars. Niggas want to go play golf. People want to get money. You see people, a lot of Capricorn in their natal chart, a lot of Virgo energy in their natal chart, a lot of fucking Gemini, Leo. These energies will make you more prone to especially good aspects. You feel me? So you gotta go to the internet. We don't realize that the internet is a whole nother reality. You wake up at AM and you say, I wake up, I woke up. What's going on is that you're logging back into a dream. The dream, you wake up, you log back into reality. Just how when you get on your social media on your phone, you log back into the application so that you can exist in that realm. This is what you're doing in real life in the dream. And this is going on waking up into the app. If your program has a lot of Aquarius, Gemini, energy, you social, you gonna fit on it. Or you see people out here, Chief say gives our outlet to say something on the digital app. Those are the people that you're gonna see that's get stuck in that. But understand it's not reality. We losing our things and information that have been stored in our database into our DNA, which is our mind. We have become lost and we have become unconscious. And this is the whole premise right now. We are up inside of the dream. This is why we are more intelligent. Everybody on spirituality and want to know about God and want to know nature. Niggas outside doing trying to make pieces of paper with telekinesis. We're true identity, and that identity is that we are God. We're all thoughts, different pieces of that time. We are all God's nation. It's like we too have the same power that God has. Just as you and your whole existence, it's on with us. We're in a right now that we're controlling what's going on. Even the idea of having was divine orchestration. Because we go through consciousness like the seasons, fall, winter, summer. In India, they call it the Yuga cycles, the Golden Age, the Iron Age. We're coming out of the Dark Age. At Cali, we're coming out of going to springtime. At the wintertime, spring, come back out. And we're going to become more aware. The sun is aware. Consciousness. When springtime comes, what happens? More income. Life migrates to another region, and they go to sleep. But when the springtime comes back, they awaken and this is what we are doing because we are planet. So all of the unconscious shit that we are doing, that know we are going to work, being employees, being entertainers, being Babylonians, all the pain and suffering that we will have to go through to be crystallized so that we truly know who we are. And your true identity is God. First, the eye of your mind. You don't have one, you have 3 eyes. They say we got 3 eyes because you can see with these 2 eyes and this still see what you saw with these eyes with your mind. But that's your imagination. You understand. Your body is a figment of your mind. The concept of you having 2 eyeballs is a figment of your mind. But remember, that was a program given by white women. Simon says, touch your left eye. Simon says, touch your other eye. Simon says, touch both eyes. You got 1 eye. It's your mind. Your body doesn't exist. Your body, you see that you're inside of this body. But the body is inside of you. You're not inside of this body. That you have to ask yourself, where am I located? My body is inside of your body. Are you your arm, your leg, your chest? Where are you at? Where the consciousness, streaming, beaming through this apparatus. From you, they're coming from the universe. You're streaming from the sun. Like a radio will get its frequency or from a radio tower. We don't have free will. We have to believe that we have free will. Where's free will? You're not free to do what you will. You're only free to do what nature will to do. Nature is control. If you look at the definition of nature, look. Nature is the controlling force of the universe. You are the universe. You are a part of nature. Your whole being is nature. So it means you got free will. Your body will sleep for a week. Your body has a mind of its own. You need to do what nature programmed to do. If nature programmed you to be an angelic being, then you're going to be an angelic being. If nature programmed you to be a fucking demon and someone who spreads information, and that's what nature has been doing. That's what nature will. And you will be an example to all the chosen or angelic out the body. You think you are free will, and that's free will. At all. Oh. Tasha, what up? Ashley. That's part of identity crisis as well, man. Why is the teaching is that human beings don't you know that they teach us that the we are doing is separate, not part of nature? That's true. Whatever we do affects everything. Whatever you do has a ripple effect on the whole consciousness. It's a Rumi quote. You are not in the ocean, but the whole ocean is not what you do to everybody. For everybody and everything. Yeah. Absolutely. You feel me? What's going on is that the chosen gonna rule the world. You feel me? Chief coming home, Chief coming out. The whole world's gonna know who the truth is. That's his exact man. He's the first son of our mother who see us. That's God's will. But we're not paying attention to God's will because God's nature and science today has taught us we are separate from each other. You see the conscious at this identity crisis. How do we wake up from this slumber that we've been part of for 400, 500 years? Remember, in the Willie Lynch letter, it says that if you correctly, this you won't have to sit or watch or do anything to be slave or be run on a self-propelling orbit. A phenomena comes to write that program. We go into a circle of consciousness inside the mind of God, but we live on the earth. The earth is the nucleus of a neuron cell inside of God's mind. Talk about not knowing who you are. So, in order for the to be broken, the phenomena have come on the planet, right? Sun, human form. They talk about the Bible. Jesus was the Son in human form in the flesh to give them a certain constant, certain or codes that will awaken their darkness. But how can you awaken from the system that you misinformation? They teaching us about biology class. It's called the dog. Beliefs based on religious persuasion and not fact. How are you teaching subject and expect us to know who we are? But now that's why we're in the age of Aquarius. Be with yourself. It's time for you to understand who you are. If you don't know who you are, who you are, and you're gonna be living that loop. Really simple. Really simple. Like I said, we come to that way. That's why the Allegiant Bishop is here. It has come consciousness for a specific group of people. Remember, y'all gotta remember, man. Jesus came back. He came for a specific group of people, right? Jews or the Israelites, whatever. He came back for a specific group. That specific group was God's children. Who are God's people? African American people, who are Brazilian descent, South American descent. God's children are those elevated beings. Those who astrologically has been ordained to live in harmony with them. We hearken the message of our Savior. We hearken the message of the Christ. Christ came to save the chosen. The chosen. That's what we're going through today. That's why we see the prosecution of the body of Christ in the public courtroom. Because the Lord Himself don't want us waking up. Understand that the devil, which is really the government, is God, and God is the devil in disguise, playing the game on himself. That's how this works. But if you were in power, you wouldn't want them to know what the fuck going on, because they would overpower, they would throw you. So this is going on to feed us misinformation. The is here now. It's here. Everybody talk about it. All women back then saying they kings and queens and goddesses. Beautiful. How beautiful is it? But we've been asleep for so long. We thought we was trap stars for so long. We thought we was strippers. We thought we was prostitutes. We thought we was employees for so long. But you're God. You really nature. You really a part of the tree. There's to be that. Separation is an illusion. That's our Christ's will. That we are separate from one another. We are not separate from one another. We look at our bodies. We all got 5 fingers, 2 hands. From the same air. We drink from the same water all at the same time. How are we separate? It don't make sense. You can find and reach out. So study, know thyself. The ancient Egyptian prophet shortest and quickest road to through nature. Through nature. But in order to nature, which is the environment around you, your human nature. You understand how nature is that you still have a not able to treat us. 50 years of other cells that be a being. That's what I was saying earlier. How do you put that understand what it is? You have to get a similar environment for it. You have to harness food. You have to harness this water. You have to harness all this natural and build around an environment so that it can survive in that environment. Not thrive, but survive. Human beings, remember, we're animals. We're separate from the zebras and the deer outside. Zoo. It's like animals at your metro zoo. You gotta go to the grocery store, bail your commentary out of the fucking store. You gotta pay for water. You lock up, not living in the, and that we're free. We have just for all. But it's really one nation under God. It's really one nation under God because we are God's imagination. You see what I'm saying? So your whole purpose of being here is to wake up every day. Wake up to the earth realm. How the fuck you keep waking up in the earth realm? He teaches us to purify and crystallize of our ignorance and our physical debilitation that keeps from knowing who we are. I know people say it that way, but it's okay to be peaceful and dream. The dream is waking up and space for you all. Because I was once asleep. You space for me. Who have passion for me. Passion for me and let me get the message. I get it. So people don't see it that way. It's okay. Where it's an awakening process. Shit, you feel me? And we see our true identity. Everything we stop on the planet is to claim the kingdom of God. Proclaim to announce publicly with due emphasis. Hey, we live in the name of God now. And you are not be ashamed of that. That's your job as a human being. Because the kingdom of God, the kingdom of heaven lies within you. And whosoever opens shall have access to the kingdom. And that's our chief biology, quantum physics, melanin, and ground, so that we can treat on a biological, objective level. We are. Because nobody else is going to. Chief is the phenomenon that came back to teach black people about who the fuck they was. I don't know no other black person that went into the jungle, organized a group of people with morals and principles, boundaries, responsibilities. Everybody got their role. I don't know nobody else that has done it. I don't know else to show people that can say Malachi Z. York. Shout out to him. Shout out to that man that's teaching or doing something, because different levels to knowledge and knowledge, because knowledge to know is on ledge. There's different frequencies to things. And shout out to any man that's the truth. Remember, some people can't go of truth. Some own fire. That's where we at. No other person took melanated beings in the environment and show them how to reprogram their mind so that they know who the fuck they are. My business you see your messages, stop loving money. I love money. Money loves me. Money is me. Money is my middle name. Money looks good with me. Money anyone but with me. It's all perspective. You see the identity on money is even skewed. Understand that money is what? Money is a current. It's a current. It's an electrical that flows from one person to the next person. Now, everything in reality is a figure of your imagination. Your thoughts are meant for everything. What is the current of the human body? If your body is being used as an apparatus, manifests everything. Your thoughts, the currency of your body. You see, we don't know first speech, you still know that God and attracting shit. Nigga, you got iron inside of your blood. Literally, iron in your blood. You're a magnet for the universe. You are here to attract whatever it is you think about. Running around trying to go in the thoughts are your money. Your thoughts is the electrical current of your body. And whatever you think shall be. Babylon is focusing. But understand, when you get money, you only get the money to get what you buy the thing. Natural resource, food, water, shelter. That's what you want with the money. You want with the money to buy. So focus on what it is that you want to get and obtain, and then has no choice but to pop up, but you gotta have faith in the universe. And this is what we're talking about. It's a true faith. It's a parable. So what he meant by that was have faith in your knowledge. And when you get emotionally triggered and things start to happen and the wave big around you, you fast hold that. You hold your staff. Yet do you walk through the shadow of death, through the shadow of evil. You keep your new identity. right? Because it's easy for you to get awoken to truth and then go back to. I got awoken to truth 2017. I listened to it and went to sleep. I went to person, start cutting hair. I went to sleep. You got to keep the not. Money is not. Your perspective on money is the distraction. Your idea of what money do is the distraction. You know that you are the money is the distraction. That's what got us doing. Babylon got you worth money. Not on that shit. The rich people don't even work for money. Matter of fact, a people will tell you that the first to go get a 9 to 5. Exactly. Your money's only a tool. It's only a tool to get you from point B to your travels. That's it. That's it. While we talking about it, y'all send gifts, man. You feel me? Maybe y'all send y'all donations. So you say you are evil. It's your belief system about the money. What you decide to do with the money, but it's not money. It's the person that's carrying the money. We gotta understand that. Money don't require you to have morals and principles. Money don't require you to be a good person. It requires you to be certain morals and principles to keep the money. But you don't gotta do right by people. But you have to, because that's one of the commandments, to do unto others as you would do have them do. Love yourself. The matters. You said be a good steward over money. Be wise. Don't let it rule you. Absolutely. That's why I got this tattooed on my eye. MOEs. Morals or desires. You always put your morals. You always put your morals. You feel me? We don't sell our soul, and we don't want to sell our soul, but under that your soul mind. And you're going to have to give a piece of your mind, which is the spirit. You're going to give a piece of your dedicate yourself to something. Make sure that is nature. That good steward of your money. I appreciate you saying that, Unity, because your money is energy. It's your thoughts. So if you have no money, you know how to handle your thoughts. Assimilate your thoughts correctly. Because money is nothing but energy. So if you're a good steward, you're a good steward of your thoughts. You know what I mean? Appreciate the follow back. I got you on follow back. I got you on the follow back. You feel me? So knowledge is something, man. Remember, y'all remember when COVID-19 happened? Niggas go to work. Now what's happening? The system shut down. What you gonna do? You gonna do? Because you know what the true money is. The real money is love. Because when all is said and done, what's valuable was not money, but nigga, you still have in principle. I cheer on my family. Are you responsible, my nigga? Are you saying I can for protection? We have to go from within you. That's your life. You said money was the worst thing that happened to black people. I wouldn't say that. I'm bad, but you know. What I will say is that I appreciate the fact that we are going through what we are going through, because it's a lesson. It's making us more resilient. If we get closer to God through the suffering that we're going through, and I thank my chief for the knowledge and everything he has done for the community, because nobody else has done it. You feel me? About what you saying? Factual. For instance, you see my hair looking all wild right now. Yeah. Guess what? We was taught. If y'all go look at that experiment, I think it's called the Clark Dow experiment. The Clark Dow experiment. And the experiment they did with y'all group of 4 or 5 children, black children, Asian children, Mexican children, and this experiment they baby dolls, black baby doll, and they told each of them babies to point to the baby doll, point to the baby doll, point to the baby doll. All the negative shit was pointing to the black baby doll. All the positive was pointing to the baby doll. Teaches that we got nappy hair. We should cut our hair, but we only doing that to fit in because we love ourselves. And that Woody Lynn doctrine, they the woman with nappy hair to with curly hair, man with nappy hair versus man with curly hair. The man and the man that's skinny. It's all age. Status plan all different and put us against each other. What happens when you put a human being against itself? Well, you create a self-hate program, and this has been a self-hate program has been subconscious so long. Like we don't like our lips, we don't like our eyes, we don't like our hair, so we cut our hair off. We dye it. Our hair is matches intelligence. You see what we put these on because we want to look like the woman and feel supremacy. That's how we are, woman. That's how you are. You are an indigenous animal of this. And since you have melanin, the earth is brown, the tree is brown, you are close to God, the other human being on the planet. And this is that you are here. Steward, furniture, you are here too, especially black men. We are the police for nature. You know how police out here, they do one thing, they say they're supposed to. No, black men are supposed to serve the women and children. Like we all. You feel me? But we don't love ourselves. And that's why Jesus asked like love myself. But not just M-S-E-F, N-Y-C-E-L-F. Because it's reminded that you are a cell amongst infinite amount of cells in your own mind. You are a cell in your own mind. You are not a human being in life. You can't die. We don't exist. We're holograms. This is but imagination. Roll your boat. That's crazy. But you gotta understand. No one done this to us, and this is where free will can play. There is doing this to us all. Think about the worst situation that you have ever been in. Mama put you through that so that you can learn certain lessons and gain certain strength so that you can move forward in life. Maybe you went through that situation so that you can let go of a certain way of thinking, a certain pattern of thinking. Everything is divinely designed. And we are learning to be in flow and in tune with nature. And that's what I love about women. Women are in flow. They know how to be in tune and intuitively flow with what's going on. Humanity has to do that in totality. We have to learn how to flow with the rhythm and the ebb and flow of nature. And not resist the change. We be so afraid of death. That's what death is. Death is nothing but change. Death is nothing but peace, God. Death is nothing but the transformation consciousness. I love women as well. I really love women. I am a woman. I came from a woman. Everything that I am as a man derives from a woman. My penis, my testicles, my sperm, my ears, my bone, my blood, my breath. All of that was made inside the womb of a woman, man. Woman, especially when she. And we all come from her. If you don't believe me, just check out your receipt. You got a receipt. You got a receipt. It's right here. Your belly button is your receipt from where you come from. All human beings have a belly button. That just goes to show that we all come from the same entity, which is a woman. Her, what she do? She gave us to who? Mother Nature, her higher self, so that nature can sustain us further. But look at what we're doing to our mother. Look what we're doing to the planet. We're destroying the planet because we don't know that we are a part of her. You said, what are a man? A man is nothing but a genetic mutation or adaptation of a first development. That blueprint, which was a default XX, testosterone begins to get produced, and the SRY gene comes into place, and now you got an XY chromosome instead of an XX chromosome. Absolutely, T-Rex. Death is change. Death is change. But there is no death, because why? We have to be objective. That's the name. So if you look up the law of conservation of energy, it states that energy cannot be destroyed or created. It can only be transformed from one state to the next. God is energy. Life is sex, and God is energy. You can't kill energy. You can't create energy. It just transforms. You said you still, are you still, am I still? What you mean by that? Why you asking me weird shit like that? What you talking about, man? I'm gonna skip you. But you feel me, Rex? There is no death. Science proves that. And then I'll go a step further for you, reflection. You know the phrase, sleep is the cousin of death. Sleep is synonymous to death. You go to sleep, and then you wake up. So death is nothing but you ever dream. I know I got a couple times in my dreams. I done got shot in my motherfucking back head in my dream. You know what I mean? I woke. So death is nothing but you waking up. That's what death is. Death is you waking up. When you go to sleep, you die. And then when you wake up and say, let there be light, you see what I'm saying? You see, does the man lead the woman? Well, the woman should be led by her moral principles. Every man and every woman led by moral principles and should be led by Mayat laws and live in tune with nature. Now, the man's job is to be a protector, provider, and a mental assistant for the woman. We are the conscious mind, the woman is the subconscious mind. So, in a way, we are here to lead her because, remember, by us being the conscious mind and her the subconscious mind, she rules 95% of this reality. So, all that man consciously knows and will articulate, it comes from her. But we are the conscious mind that's here to be the apparatus to express that information so that she can remember who she is. So the man has to lead her into the right knowledge and information so that she can remember and activate her ancient mitochondria DNA so that she can know that she's God. You feel me? We are here to enforce her laws. She really leading us. When a black woman really wake up, she leading us because it's gonna be a matriarch. You feel me? But man is mind. That's why it's called mentality. Mental. Men rules the mind. Women rule the subconscious. They rule the emotions. So they lead us when it comes to emotions, and we lead them when it comes to the mind and logic and logistics, because naturally we produce more testosterone that makes us more logical and objective, and they embody more estrogen, what makes them more emotional, more chaotic, like an electron. You feel me? So we lead each other. You feel me? We're equal in but we differ in function. Always know that. Black woman is God. We are her children. We are the fruit of her tree. So black woman, you know, black woman. You are her. She is you. Black you bow to black woman, you bow to him. And worship that womb. Make sure you worship that vagina. Black woman, you worship that phallus. And this is how we operate with each other. Because in indigenous times, we knew that anything that sustained our life was our God and was supposed to be worshipped and given reverence to. The woman sustains life through her breast milk. Men sustain life through their protection and guidance. We are supposed to be worshiping each other, but we have an identity crisis. White supremacy has taught us, and now we're going against each other and clashing. Lord, so, but okay, all happened for a reason for us to wake up and so that we can love, which is understanding. There will be no love without it, and there will be no understanding without you knowing and seeing what is going on. I'm going to say back, when I say black, melanin and women, and all human beings are melanin. It's almost black. That's unintelligent. Because you feel me? Everybody, but I talk specifically to people of our demographic, people that come where we come from, been through what we've been through. We are going through identity crisis. The white man, they're not going through identity crisis. They living in heaven. It's hell to us. This is the heaven. This is our hell. Where we even be successful in this bitch because we're meant to do better than our Lord. We're meant to be in our natural environment, chilling, eating, sleeping, shit, and fucking, teaching, dancing, having fun, making music, tribal. But that's what we back into. So fret. You feel me? Everything that you're going through to get where you need to go. Teaches like God teaches us. You are not who you are. You are who you are becoming. Because you're becoming stuff. You're always transforming. You don't stay the same. Well, what does it mean to be a good person? Because you can't do any good in the system. Thing that you're good in the system and not be person for. You see what I'm saying? To be successful, you know what it means to be successful. It's for you to have knowledge, for you to be in a natural environment, people and operate on the same food as you. Y'all got your own land, your own food, water, all that own gut. That's successful. Separately, but harm the fuck. Successful, man. When you can know self, successful. When nobody can distract you or twist up your energy any type of way, you're successful. Guess what? When you're persecuting design go against nature, you did nature, I call this. Absolutely, I'm successful. This is why I know the truth. I know who I am. I found my purpose. I'm in body in my purpose and staying focused on having a purpose to the kingdom. I beat the game already. I'm not going through what a lot of people y'all going through. I'm not going through what I go through because how I to my chief forget the hell expected that situation because once you go once she's gonna get me and success is being godly. Well, how? What does it mean to be godly? What does it mean to be godly? Remember, God is the supreme and ultimate definition of God. The supreme and ultimate reality. So to be godly, for you to live in absolute truth, for you to live in harmony, for you to live in actual reality. And the actual reality is that reality is dream. Actuality is that we live inside the mind of the leading bishop. That's reality. That's what it means to be godly. To eat holistically from the earth. To love your brother and sister. Those principles. To not destroy your same life. Elevate and uplift each and every other. That's godly. You said more. Exactly, ET. Having a pure heart. That is too. I'm glad you said that, ET3. I got it. I told you all the house and shit. We all basically Yeah, I want this, I want the room. And it was out of the room. And when my homie said, y'all speak back and forth, y'all have a heart together. And this one I want to let y'all know when it comes to having a heart pure. Having a pure heart means you bottle up your fucking emotions. Having a pure heart don't mean that you speak your truth, be authentic, no matter what the fuck, who around, how they got authentic, being you. That's having a pure heart. Not disrespecting nobody, but being you. Get it off. I said it today. I saw everybody in the car was on chill. I'm like, y'all, yeah. Why can't I express yourself? Oh yeah, express yourself. Having a pure heart, making yourself authentic. How can you express yourself authentic? Have a pure heart of who you are. The heart of called the nucleus. The nucleus of you as a cell with your heart. What lies inside the nucleus? Your DNA. The blueprint that makes you what you are. You can't have a pure heart unless you study your DNA, your mind, the mechanics that allow you to see the need and get yours off. It's like pure heart. Yeah, it's a mask. It's our two masks. And that's another point in the identity crisis that we are going through. Because our desires become our master. Remember, like God teaches us, master your desires. Those that can offer you desires will become your master. You cannot serve. Matthew 24 Bible says you cannot serve both God and man. Either will love or hate the other, or you would take to and despise. You cannot serve both God and man. It's, anybody that go to work for money and that are for money, would that mean that's what? It's not to say no, you're not supposed to get no money. If you ain't getting no money, it's not wrong because the money you can accumulate everything about your spiritual energy. But in the sense of I'm gonna use my unique God given talent and give those free and uplift somebody else and then somebody else themselves authentic. Just like this blessings and talking what I'm talking about. Like I saw day come home, now it's time for me to meditate. Not to the people, to my reflection. For you. You have to take two steps towards you, but you and remember, faith is yeah. You feel me? Man, I can't even put a word how best I am. Just my man. I used to like this. I used to talk like this. I'm grateful for the understanding I have. I'm truly grateful. Better way to show love that I myself than to give this understanding to because he gave me this and she gave me this and he didn't know me from the although we like so we all but he know me from me pain. He was his personal life. Gave me knowledge, fed me. So that's a blessing. And that's a blessing that has to keep on. You feel me? Somebody get your life don't belong to you. All your knowledge and experiences that you have accumulated throughout your lifetime belong to humanity. They belong to the next person that's gonna be on that. You went through somebody else. You help somebody else not make that mistake. You feel me? Part of that, know who you are. who they are. They are. You can only guide them in the right direction. You can guide people to the right direction. You can fish for somebody, get them fish. You can show them how to fish, and they get food for their family. And that's what we gonna be doing, man. Identity crisis, man. We go identity crisis. You gotta wake up. Your eye is your mind. It's automatic principle. In order for us to get out of this identity crisis that we are going through, it is must and it is imperative that we reprogram our subconscious mind. Now I can go into it, but it's really another download. You feel me? But I'm gonna give y'all 3 steps. You feel me? Which is the number. I'm gonna give y'all 3 steps that she has me and that I apply to my reality is going to help you reprogram your mind. So the first thing you need to do is isolate. First thing you need to do is isolate yourself from people, things that are not conducive or to go constantly. First thing you must do, you must isolate yourself from anything that is patient or adherence to going where you want to go on your journey. So the second thing you want is you are in isolation, and preferably you want to be in isolation, right? Nature is the best place for purpose. Why? Nature is colors give off. It's called colors. Green is off peace, harmony, serenity. You feel me? Balance. You want to be inside nature while isolating. That's the first thing. You want to be reprogramming your mind. Right when your sun is out, you're getting light codes. Your body is opening. Computer. Go. The second thing you want to do is start to upload the information. Right? So, say if you want to be boxer, right? I'm not doing no more. I'm trained to be boxer. Okay. First thing you do is separate yourself from everyone else doing factory shit. Now you need to put yourself around people in an environment that's doing what you want to do. The second thing you do, now you want to upload boxing to your mind. Watch boxing. Let people teach boxing. If you're on the strap, that means you want to start uploading science, astrology, quantum physics, melanin, grounding, the Bible, Willie Lynch syndrome, any information that you can decode to on your for. That's the second thing you must do. You play, but don't put nothing from your mind program. That's why in your cup and refill it. And take your shoulder, tip upside down, and refill it with the information. Now, number 3, the third is what you see doing on here. Proclaiming the information or being active. Boxer. Okay, you all them other niggas and everything to do. That's talking, doing, and you watching it. Now you want to be actively doing it, right? Program mind for Babylon. The first thing I did was move away from you cannot still only as high as his own environment. You cannot heal in the same place that you got sick. In their home still thinking that they gonna heal. You feel me? That's not gonna happen. I probably not gonna happen. I'm letting you know it's not. You from Ohio? Oh, you feel what I'm saying? So you going I'm from East. I grew up on northeast side of Cleveland. But anyway, man, do I feel you, my nigga? Let me go Hollywood. So we get out 3 months from now. The first I did what I was wrestling. I wrestled for 50 years. All that. I stopped rapping. I stopped hanging out with y'all. I stopped going to my workout. I stopped focusing on my period. I literally left Cleveland, Ohio, and went to Belize. This is when Chief was 19. I left. I got dip. But when I left, I went to stand at the creek, the tent at the park in my city, like by myself. I'm out there with bag of food, now myself in the cold. Chain locked on fucking on a tree. I went I listened to was teacher. That's it. That's all. Only thing. Only two. Neo. Carbonate. The music production that Chief was making. I wasn't listening to none of those. And the third thing you gotta do, you gotta be kind. You gotta start speaking. You gotta start teaching. You gotta apply it. Because knowledge is power, but knowledge with application is not power. It's dead, nigga. Because when you have knowledge and you apply it to your life, you gain an experience for that. A certain amount of wisdom that makes you powerful. It gives you a certain amount of personal power. But you're in age areas where there's an abundance of information, but people still don't know who they are. We're still going through identity crisis. And Chief says, in abundance of water, the fool is deep. In the abundance of knowledge, niggas is still thirsty for information. We dissected science with science. Straight to the point. Like, we get straight to the matter. We not I love you all. With up, Rex, shout out to Rex. What a gift set. Y'all ain't sending no gifts. What the fuck? Some gifts. Run that money, man. We need food and water for Chief, y'all. We need food and water for Chief. If y'all maliciously procured something they didn't do, you want people to help, man. This is my CashApp up here, man. We on the way. But this the CashApp right here, man. I to give y'all opportunity to trade. Yeah, it say it. Matthew 6:5. Do not store your treasures on earth or in barns and water. Store your treasures in heaven, in the mind, in the head. Nobody can come take that. Nobody can come take that from you. But guess what? You work the check, put it in the system for you. But another good for helping a human away from you. That's locked in. The universe gonna bless you. But I didn't get to move like that. Know that you are blessing me. Retarded. And I said that look up the word retarded means mentally undeveloped. We're mentally undeveloped. We have identities. We don't know who we are consciously. The black community, we the community. This is the spiritual black community. First off, conscious mind is 95% of reality. The conscious mind around 5%. Y'all not much. Y'all not conscious of 5%. Niggas don't get into an know how to go to the field on the with man. All in all, man. I'm gonna give all a few minutes. I'm just gonna vibe. Come up in the queue, build with me. Y'all wanna talk? If y'all wanna know how to donate and support the Chief, please feel free to come up. We do advance. I'm just gonna leave this last couple minutes to y'all, man. This for y'all. Do what y'all wanna do. But you can reflect like so good, y'all. I need to get on here and talk. The energy just got out. You know this awakening phase, guys, and your so-called God, when you're mad, so-called God, it's gonna be a must for you to talk and articulate what's going on in your mind, or you can go because it's something to express. It's not something to get in out of. It'll make you go crazy in a world full of a fucking lies, and you got a mind for the truth. You gotta get online, and that's why I love you. That's why my chief. Every day. Consistency. The three C's: communication, commitment, communication, consistency. Every day, get on there, hurt yourself, talk, teach, because that's what we here to do as men. Men are here to teach. I got two birds. I gotta teach. I gotta teach him what the fuck is going on. But what it is, man, love, y'all. You see? Hey, right there. You feel me? So that's what it is, y'all, man. I'm gonna give it all. Peace, blessings.